Hello students, welcome to the class of TYBCom and we are learning cost accounting. First topic is material costing. Into that we have already seen the PowerPoint presentation of inventory accounting and now we are going to solve one problem on FIFO method for stores ledger account. So let us see the question first. Prepare a stores ledger account from the following transactions, assuming that issue of stores have been made on the principle of first in, first out. So these transactions are for the year 2014, January, February, March. All 3 months transactions are given here. Some transactions are of purchase. First two transactions are of purchase. Then again there is issue, again purchase, again 3 issues are there, again purchase, and again last issue is there, and finally you have to calculate the closing stock based on the FIFO method. So earlier in FYBCom you have already done this, but again we are going to revise this. So first of all, draw the format like this. Give the heading in the books of dash dash dash. Here the firm name is not given, so we are putting dash there. Give the heading stores ledger account into bracket FIFO method. You can also write on the upside there maximum level, minimum level, reorder level, item number, code number and bill number. These details also can be written on the left and right side corner of this table. So first column is date column, second column is receipt. Into receipt again there are 3 columns, quantity, then rate and then amount. Then into issue column again 3 columns will be there, quantity, rate and amount. And the last column is of balance column, quantity, rate and amount. So now we are going to enter all the things. So the heading in the books of stores ledger account FIFO, date on 2nd January. Although already I have written it January 2014, don't write it here because there are other months also. So you can write here 2/201, right? 2000 units material has been received. Then rate is 4 rupees. So 2000 into 4 is equal to 8000. Into issues column you have to put the dashes and the balance will be 2000 units, rate is 4 and 8000 rupees amount. So after this you have to close, you have to put the whole line here and then we will see the second transaction. So second transaction is on 20th January and again there is receipt. Receipt is of 250 units. The rate is different now here, rate is 5 rupees per unit and the amount will be 250 into 5. So 1250 rupees amount. Again in issue column we will put the dash because there is no material is issued yet. Now balance, into balance there are 2 types of material. One is rated as rupees 4 and second is rated as rupees 5. So we will show both materials here and the older material will be right on the upper side and the newer material, the latest material is written here at the last. After this again we will close this table and then we will see the next transaction. So now on 5th February there is issue is given. So we will put dash into the receipt column. Now issue is of 1000 units. Now see here the balance. Into balance first we have available 2000 units at the rate of rupees 4. So this is sufficient to issue 1000 units. So out of this 2000 we have issued 4000 units. Out of this 2000 we have issued this 1000 units and the rate will be the same 4 rupees. So 1000 into 4 is equal to 4000. So amount of issue is 4000 here. Now we are going to write the balance. From this 2000 we have deducted the 1000 units. From this 2000 we deducted this 1000 and the balance will be 1000 units. The rate will be same 4. So 1000 into 4, here it is mistake. By mistake it is written 8000, it should be actually 4000. right? And then 250, the latest material is there, 250 at the rate of 5, and the amount is 1250. So again close this ledger, and we will move to the further transaction. So let us go to the next transaction now. See, on 10th February there is purchase again, so we will record the receipt. So receipt of 3000 units, and the rate is rupees 6 now. So 3000 into 6, so amount will be 18,000. Now we will write down the balance again. So this 1000 will be, this 1000 will come here, 1000 into 4, 4000, then 250 units are there, 250 into 5, 1250, it is same as above, and this new material will be written into here. So balance now, 3 types of material is here. One is rated at the rate 4, second is at the rate of 5, and third is at the rate of 6. 3 types of material we have in our stock now. Let us move to the next transaction. Before moving next transaction, we will again close the ledger here, and then only we will write the next transaction. So now on 12th February there is issue of 2000 units is there. So for 2000 units, now let us see what we have there into our stock. First of all, these 1000 units are there, so these 1000 units are taken here. So 1000 units into 4 is equal to 4000. Then these 250 units are here, those are taken. These 250 units are taken here, and the rate is 5 rupees. 250 into 5, 1250. And out of this 3000, we will take 750 only, because we are going to issue 2000 units of material, and earlier we have got 1000 and this 250. Now remaining is 750. So the rate is 6 rupees. 750 into 6, that is 4500. Now we will take down the balance again. Now this material is over, the second material is also over, only the latest material is remaining into the stock. So 3000 minus 750, that is 2250 units. Rate is rupees 6. 2250 multiplied by 6 is equal to 13,500 rupees. So into amount column we have written 13,500 rupees. Now we have only one type of material which is rated at the rate of 6. Close this ledger, and then we will move to the next transaction. Now on 2nd March there is again issue. So into receipt column put dash. So issue of 500 units. Now we have available here 2250 units are available here. So from that we are going to give this 500 units. So 500, the rate will be 6, and the amount will be 500 into 6, that means rupees 3000. Again we will write down the balance. From 2250 we will deduct this 500 units, and the remaining units will be 1750 units. Rate is rupees 6, so amount will arrive at 10,500 rupees. Close the ledger again and move to the next transaction. So till now we have done how many transactions? See, on 2nd, 25th, then 10th, then 12th, and then 2nd of March. So almost 6 transactions we have done here. So now on 5th March again issue is there, issue of 1000 units at the rate of 6. So 1000 into 6 is equal to 6000 rupees. Again we will put down the balance. So 1750 units were there already. So out of that deduct 1000, and the remaining units will be 750 at the rate of 6, and the amount will be 4500, right? Again close the ledger here. The next transaction is of purchase transaction. On 15th March there is purchase of 2250 units and the rate is 5.50 per unit. So the amount will arrive at 12,375. Into issues column put the dashes, then we will write down the balance. This is the previous balance was here 750 units and this is the latest material 2250 units and this is the rate 5.50. Amount we have already calculated. Let us record it here, 12,375 rupees. Now close the ledger. Now the last transaction is on 20th March. So on 20th March again there is issue of 1500 units. So here first of all we have available 750 units. So we will issue that first 750 units at the rate of 6 rupees. The amount is 4500. And again we need 750 units from this stock. From 2250 units we will take 750 units to complete order of 1500 units. Its rate is 5.50. So amount will be 4125. And now the balance we will write here, that is our closing stock. 2250 minus 750, that is 1500 units at the rate of 5.50, that is the latest rate, and the amount is 8250. So right here closing stock is 1500 units at the rate of 5.50 amounted to rupees 8250, right. So this is our closing stock. So let us see the solution once again. So here first of all we have written the name of the business enterprise, then we have written the heading for the stores ledger, we have mentioned the method here, FIFO method, then we draw 4 columns: date, receipts, issue and balance. Into receipt, issues and balance column again there are 3 sub columns are there: quantity, rate and amount. Quantity will be shown into units or kgs or whatever unit of measurement is given, you can write it here. Rate and amount will be shown as rupees. Here I have mentioned the year 2014. Into that different months are there and accordingly date wise chronological order is followed here, and according to the date we have done all the transactions. So first transaction was of purchases 2000 units, the balance is written here. Again new material purchased on 20 January, it is added here. Then on 5th February issue of 1000 units, we have deducted that issue and remaining balance is recorded here. On 10th February again there is purchase, so that has been added here to the earlier balance. Then on 12th February there is issue of 2000 units and the 2000 units has been classified according to this. First all 3 types of material has been issued here, first in first out. This 1000 came first, so that has been out first. This 250 material units material is issued later, and lastly this 6 rupees rated material is issued here and the balance is written here. Now on 2nd March again there is issue of 500 units and we have written the balance here. On 5th March again there is issue of 1000 units, the balance of 750 units is written here. On 15th March again there is purchase transaction, so we have recorded these receipts here, and now we have 2 types of material here again. On 20th March we have issued 1500 units of 2 types of material we have used here. First this material is issued and then the second material has been issued. So remaining material is 1500 units at the rate of 5.50 and amounted to rupees 8250. So in this way, into FIFO method you will write down all the receipts, all the issue, and every time after each receipt and after each issue we are writing down the balance here, and we are showing all the different types of material separately. We are not making total. Here we are showing all material separately. Okay, thank you for the day. Have a nice day.